Hi guys, thanks for joining me today on this lovely Vlogoween. Alright, I'm gonna get right into it. This is Michelle, by the way, from Maximum Yarnage, in case you didn't know, in case you weren't sure. Alright, this is my problem. I have been doing those 2 at a time socks, right? And I was like very confident that I don't have to take anything off the needles. I don't have to rearrange any stitches. But it does take some doing to have to like try and do a German short row heel on 2 socks at a time. It means that there's a lot of like slipping stitches. And if you all of a sudden forget how to actually do the German short row heel, it's not very cool. It's not very cool at all. And that's exactly what happened to me. There I was stressing out about the gusset, right? I didn't really have to worry about the gusset. Can you stop? Do you mind? We're on air. And so, yeah, I got really lost and confused and exactly what I didn't think was going to happen to me. And I ended up with the heel completely wrong. Everything was just going wrong and I'm extremely frustrated. This is now like the second time that I've gone wrong with the heel. So, and that was last night. I was gonna do a vlog last night, but I got so frustrated that sometimes it's just better to just take a step back, take a deep breath and go, I'm gonna have to leave that for another day. So I did, and today when I got home, I wasn't intending on doing this, but I did. I sat down and I was like, I know how to do this. I know how to do the German short row heel. I just have a hard time reading other people's instructions for the German short row heel. Usually I can just do a quick refresher by watching a video, anybody's video, to be honest. Usually Very Pink Knits video is the most helpful to me, but not the actual, well, I don't want to get into that. Doesn't matter. So, because I haven't been able to commit this short row to memory, that's why I have to keep doing this. I have to, every time I decide to knit a sock, I don't wear socks. I don't know how many times I've said this before. I don't need to, because none of the shoes that I use require socks. So I don't really have a need for them, except if I want to sit at home and keep my feet nice and toasty. So today my feet got cold, and well, I'm making these socks for my husband, and I don't know where I put my last pair of socks. I have this, oh dear Lord, it's old. It's from like last year, and it is acrylic, so it's ugly, but I made this like a long time ago. I don't know where the other one is at, and they're a really fun fit. These are a really fun fit because they're big, they're chunky, they're just for sleeping in. What is all this stuff? Yeah. So they're just for sleeping in or for walking in, because actually I'm not going to sleep in my bed with those things. They're just been used on the floor all over the place. So, yeah. And so I got home today and my feet were cold and I'm stressing out thinking, oh my God, how am I going to do this sock? I know how to do this. I pulled out old instructions for myself. The instructions that I pulled out are really old, probably from 2015, when I was trying to write a pattern myself for 2 at a time toe-up socks that include the German short row heel. Well, I really am not a designer. I'm not, obviously, and I'm not good at writing patterns, obviously, because I never put one out. But this was part of the instructions, and I took a picture because it was on a dry erase board. I was just doing it as I went, and that's part of the instructions as well. Anyway, long story short, that's how I did my notes for the German short row, and they're terrible instructions. They're just not good instructions. So I finally got it. When I sat down today, I was like, I know how to do this. This is not good instructions, but I'm reading them. And I know what I was doing yesterday was correct. It was. It's just I didn't go down far enough on the heel. For some reason, I don't know whose instructions I was following, but they were not correct. And that's what happens when you take bits and pieces from all kinds of different patterns. It's just not a good idea. You really should just print one pattern and stick to it and just deal with it. But I always have to be stubborn and do things my own way, mostly because I just simply don't want to take the time to like read every single word of your particular pattern. Not because it's wrong or it's bad or it's anything, it's just, or anything at all. It's just, it's not you, it's me. Pattern makers, okay? It's me. We all know it's me. So, with that being said, this was far too long. 6 minutes long. That's way too long. What I wanted to do was I wanted to show what I did, and so that I can finally commit it to memory. But at this point, this video is so long that I don't think I'm going to do that. Maybe I'll do it for another video. But in the meantime, these are my Boo Bury something socks. They're just a regular toe-up sock, right? Judy's Magic cast on, right? That figure 8 cast on. Knit front and back on the heel. And go all the way up. A teeny tiny gusset, because there wasn't much of one really needed. And then the German short row heel. And it's lovely. It's lovely. A little bit of a cuff here, and then the rib. I mean, it looks good. And I was surprised. I mean, probably my gusset increases could have been better. But this is like really bulky yarn. I don't even know what size needles I was using, but that's my yarn. I think this is a Mountain Colors. So I dread making booties or socks out of this, but that's what I did. And if I had hardwood floors, I would probably wear them more. But I don't. I have carpet and it's old and I don't like it. So I don't know if I'll be wearing these to walk around in. Probably just to like keep my feet snugly warm while I'm in bed on those nights when I'm super cold. Because this is really warm. It's really warm stuff, you guys. But I did it. I figured it out. So I'm much more comfortable, much happier. My problem right now is I am going to go back and take these down, rip them back a little bit, and pick them back up. And this is now going to be the second time that I did that. But that's what I get for rushing, and that's what I get for not paying attention. But yeah, I had to take everything and put them off on separate needles. Normally, I can do the 2 at a time. It's not a big deal. It's not that difficult to do them 2 at a time all the way up, without having to take anything off or move anything around. But if you do something wrong, it can go catastrophically wrong. And although that's not happened too often to me, it did happen this time. And I think it's because I'm tired. And maybe I'm a little nervous that I'm making them for my husband. I really want them to fit. So, we're going to cut that out. And we're going to relax. Okay? We're going to relax. And we're going to do them all over again. Not all over again. Just take them down. Oh, and the one thing that I forgot to mention is, please, whenever you do these types of socks, toe up or wherever, I don't know, just whatever, whenever you get to a hard part in anything or any part where you think you might need a little bit of extra help, please use a lifeline. Please use a lifeline. Do yourself a favor and take that 2 seconds, maybe 2 minutes, not even 2 minutes, That's how long it's going to take you to like literally go find some yarn, grab your freaking needle and just put it through. I mean, just take a minute, because if I had done that, then I wouldn't be in the situation where I had to take everything off all the needles, rearrange everything. I just wouldn't have had to do that if I'd have used the lifeline on the heel when I started it. So bad on me. All right, guys, this again did not go at all the way I planned it to go. I am very happy with my sock, so I'm gonna go, and I think I might try and see if I can do a tutorial real quick. I don't know, we'll just see how it works out, and maybe I'll post it another day. This was just a quick update. So what shall we do for the outro? Because we're happy now. We're so happy now. This is not working out. No, that was a bad idea. That was such a bad idea. Whatever, we're celebrating. We're celebrating that I figured out how to do my German short roll. Yeah. It's gonna work out. It's gonna be great. It's gonna be fabulous. Bye, guys. I'll see you next time.